Yo, look at these cops, man. They trying to be freaking sly, trying to make it look like they're doing good and stuff. This sign from the Paleto Bay Sheriff Office. 35 days without a narcotics arrest. Well, yeah, no shit, there's been 35 days without an arrest because all you do is freaking shoot on sight. Anyway, what's up everyone, Saintsfan back again with another episode of the Rockstar Logic. For those wondering, last week I took the week off the weekend off for Easter, so that's why there was none last week. But if you, as always, have your own Rockstar Logic you want to submit, you can either leave it in the comment section or you can tweet it with the hashtag Rockstar Logic. And speaking of Twitter, I am 2,000 followers away from 100,000, and I'm going to be doing a big, like, $8 million shark card giveaway for 100,000 followers. So please go follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description. I rarely tweet much, so I'm not going to be spamming you or anything. But yeah, go follow me if you don't already, and if you have a Twitter. All right, so since we missed last week, I got to catch you guys up on a few things. It was just not Rockstar's week last week. They did a lot of things that were just questionable. So sort of quickly running through the mistakes that happened. First off, this isn't much, but on their official Twitch stream, they said they're going to be streaming Saturday, April 14th. The problem is, Saturday was not April 14th, it was the 15th. So that was mistake number one. Then it went into the loading screens. There were sales on the yachts. And they freaking misspelled Aquarius. How do you misspell your own yacht name? But it gets even worse because this all just started snowballing into bigger things. On their official Instagram with millions of followers, look at this. They put the Pegassi Infernus Classic at sunset. But that is not an Infernus Classic. That's the ProGen GP1. And then I don't even know how this happens. Like, all right, so the sale on the technical, it says 712,000 to 947,000, but it has 750,000 slashed out. The normal price is 950,000. How do you mess that? It's like, it's in the game. You don't need to touch it. You just need to put a little red line through it, and somehow that gets messed up. But we go even further because the one that I'm sure everyone saw, the deleted Duke of Death tweet. Someone at Rockstar, super early in the morning, I believe either on Thursday or Friday, tweeted out, the Duke of Death is now live in GTA Online. And then they deleted it like a few minutes later. I mean, that's a pretty major mistake because for the next like day and a half, basically everyone was sort of confused. Everyone was asking, oh wait, is the Duke of Death out? Why did they tweet about it? What's going on? Because they didn't even give a follow-up tweet like, hey, sorry guys, we messed up. It's actually coming out Tuesday. But no, they just left it silent as always. And then that leads me to the Rockstar Logic that happened to me and maybe even some of you guys. In one of the previous news wires, they said that they would be reimbursing people who bought the returning player vehicles. And I made a video on this a few days ago. Some people were receiving upwards of $30 million because they probably bought every single Marshall and a bunch of Dodo planes and Kraken submarines or something. But yeah, people were receiving millions upon millions of dollars. But on the other hand, some people were only receiving $700. And that makes sense because some people were receiving that $700 for the hatchet they bought because the hatchet was considered a returning player weapon. But see, this is where the Rockstar Logic takes place because one of the alerts they sent out was this. Congratulations, you've been awarded. Awarded for what? You know, like it didn't tell you. And then where it comes to me, so I have the Dodo, I have the Kraken submarine, and I have 2 Marshalls, in addition to the Dukes and the hatchet. Total, that is around $3 million, I think. Maybe more, I'm not entirely sure. If you guys want to do the math, you can do the math, right? So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to get back. I'm like, you know what? This is actually kind of cool. Rockstar giving people money back. I'm definitely going to need some of this extra cash for the gun running DLC. So getting back like, you know, $3-4 million, that's going to be awesome. So I load into GTA Online one day. I get this screen. I was like, oh, okay, here we go. And this is what I get. Congratulations. You have been awarded $750. I just showed you guys proof I have the vehicles. So why do I only get $750? Alright, so that was last week in Rockstar Logic. Anyway, hopping into some ones that you guys submitted. First off, look at this. The LG. How has no one noticed this before? Look at these back seats. What are you supposed to fit a loaf of bread back there? That's about the only thing that'll fit. Like, for real, what's the point of having these back seats when literally no person in the entire world could freaking fit back there? These next few are some first-person, third-person Rockstar Logics. This first one, though, is about recoil. So look at this gun. We're in third person, and it's got some pretty massive recoil. This gun freaking shoots to the sky after you shoot the bullet. But you know what's weird? Freaking going into first person, apparently the gun's like, you know what? I got you, bro. You in first person, we ain't gonna have no recoil here. The other one being when you walk. Why is it that when you're in first person, you can walk backwards? But then when you switch to third person, your guy just forgets how to do that. He decides to turn around completely instead of walking backwards. And you know, speaking of walking, I think we found the most useless walking light in the entire game. This is a walking light for the same sidewalk. What's the purpose? You know, I'm not entirely sure how to explain this one. Whether this guy is some sort of wizard, or maybe this is just GTA at its finest, but this is some car balancing Rockstar Logic. And then the final one we'll end on is one from our good old office. So if you have an office and you have one of the decoration options that have blinds in the office, you can't really see out of them. Like, it's hard to see out of them. But you know what's freaking magical? The telescope. You use the telescope and somehow magically all the blinds disappear in your entire office. So there you guys have it. That is this week's episode. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, if you have your own, just leave it in the comments or go on Twitter and tweet it with the hashtag Rockstar Logic. There will be a little bonus clip here at the end. It's a pretty long bonus clip, but it's pretty funny because I have no idea what the hell happens. And it just gets crazier and crazier as it goes on. So please enjoy that. Anyway, please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for these every single Sunday. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.